I couldn't do the show last week because last week I got COVID. I got hit with COVID. I avoided it the entire time, and that COVID, it got me. It got me good.
It
It
did
got
get
me
you. It
good.
get you good. Is this? Can I ask? Because
Yeah.
I don't remember. Is this your first time or second time?
First time
First
getting
time. You're a
COVID.
virgin. You were a virgin.
I'm a COVID virgin. My wife, it was her second time. She got it as well. She
Yeah.
just has been living her best life in that 90-day window where
Yeah.
you could do whatever you want.
That's where I am.
And
I'm getting to the end of it right now, so I'm getting a little bit worried.
yeah, and so she. But did you get Omicron or did you get Delta? Do you know?
I don't know. I did that thing where you fill up a jug, like a bucket of urine, and
Yeah.
then I sent it off to the White House, and I haven't
Oh,
come
okay.
back.
Yeah. No, I did the thing where you go to the 7-Eleven and you kiss somebody who works the door at 7-Eleven and he'll tell you, that's Delta. So it was, I had the Delta. But I got COVID, and I got to tell you, we talked about it because you got COVID. You did it from your hotel room in part of your recovery. You couldn't leave Canada for 10 days. I had to quarantine. One of the most difficult things about getting COVID, and one of the things I was most afraid of with getting COVID, was knowing that there would be people that I would have infected, and then making those phone calls, or I should say text, because I wasn't going to make a phone call, and telling people like, hey, just so you know, we were in close proximity yesterday. I got COVID. And just so you know, which you can recognize with this, I had just done Two Johns Don't Make a Right, that podcast where me, John Schrader, and John Daly were all in a small car for about 2 hours. That was the day before. I had to text them. I felt so terrible because John Schrader has a baby.
Did they get it?
They did not get COVID. No one got COVID. I had dinner with 2 friends that Friday night. They did not get
Let
COVID.
me ask.
Yeah.
Famous friends?
I would say that they're known.
Let me guess. Harrison Ford.
Callista Flockhart, yes.
Callista Flockhart and Harrison Ford.
We flew out to Montana on their ranch.
Amazing.
Harrison made us some. Well, we just trick him. We tell him like he thinks he made dinner for us, but we just ordered in from Outback, and it was a great meal. But then I flew back again in a tight compartment, tight small Cessna. Me, Harrison, and of course Callista, and we, but they did not get it either. Thankfully, no one got it. Anyone I was near did not get it, except for my wife and child. They got it. They got it.
So annoying. They are so annoying, both of them.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Here's the thing. There was a part of me that was not like looking forward to getting COVID, but I knew that because I was vaxxed and boosted, I call it boosted. I was like, you know what? It's not going to probably be that bad, and I could probably just get a little time off. I could watch a bunch of shows I've been wanting to watch. I could really just kick back and relax. Yeah. So I get my diagnosis. I go to quarantine, and I am just exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open. And I realize days later, the reason why I was so exhausted, even though I wasn't feeling so terribly, is because when I asked for Tylenol, June brought me a bunch of Tylenol PM. So I was just dosing myself. Yeah.
Hold on. I was texting with you for a few days.
Yeah.
And the whole time I was like, how are you, man? I'm just checking in. You're like, dude, I am fucking exhausted. I am beat. The fatigue, man. That's what's killing me, is the fatigue. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. But it sounds like you.
June, I said, June, can you bring me some Tylenol? And she brought me Tylenol PM. I didn't look at the bottle until 4 days in, and I was just like popping Tylenol and passing out. I couldn't keep my eyes open. And the only reason why I realized it was because when I started to feel better, I took a Tylenol and I was hanging out with my kid, and I was like, I was like, my eyes were going in the back of my head. I was like, what did I do? And I looked at the bottle. I was like, Tylenol PM. No. And I wrecked all my time to watch because I only had about a day in there. And then June got COVID, and she burst open the door to my quarantine room, with my son, my youngest son, who also had never gotten it. And she's like, we got COVID. We got COVID. And then she started jumping up and down on the bed. And my son was jumping on and down on the bed. I was like half asleep. And my wife's like, you're sleeping too much. You go to the guest room. We want to watch TV. She kicked me out of the bedroom. I was shuttled off to the guest room where there was no TV, nothing to watch. And I was locked in. I was pushed to a different quarantine room. I didn't get the full COVID experience. I'm very happy that I'm healthy, but I would have liked to have watched some more
Someone
stuff.
in the chat had a good point, which is that this sounds like something out of the movie Misery. You know, where like
She was dosing me. She
yeah.
was. By the way, June does like it when I'm sleepy, so I think maybe part of this was her whole plan. She likes me when I'm like staying in one
My
place.
wife does that too. My wife like made me this liquor drink. She made me a tequila drink right before the show. I'm like, what? Why do I have to be drunk all the time? Like,
She wants to get me just a little bit, like she wants me to be dull, and then she'll start having me sign documents, lots of
oh
documents.
no, Paul.
I've signed a lot. I don't even know what I'm signing, but
Oh
I'm
no.
so tired. And she's like, just sign this and you can go to sleep. I'm like, oh,
Oh
all right, I'll
no.
sign this. I'll sign this.
Well,
But yeah.
I wanted to ask you how I know you're coming out of COVID, and I was so
Yeah.
worried about you. And
Thank
you know,
you.
I
Thank
kept
you.
texting.
Thank you for texting.
I was texting thoughts and prayers the whole time. I was just like,
And that really
you know,
did help. It did help. Surprisingly, it helped.
I'm trying to give you like, all my thoughts, all my
Yeah,
prayers.
all my prayers.